Oh boy, are you folks in for a real treat tonight? And by a treat, I mean a big old bag of D's filled with stupid. Well, what is that, comics? Well, I'm glad you asked, invisible audience, because Ta-Nehisi Coates is back in the news. What did he do this time? Did he get offered another comic book at Marvel Comics? Did Warner Brothers give him another movie? No, actually, he made Jordan Peterson Red Skull in his latest issue of Captain America. Yes, that's right, Jordan Peterson, the Canadian clinical psychologist who sounds like Kermit the Frog.
And, I might say, well, if you were coming to see me for psychotherapy, the easiest thing for us to do first would just be to get you to organize your room. You think, well, is that psychotherapy? And the answer is, well, it depends on how you conceive the limits of your being.
Tell me I'm wrong. Welcome back, Pixel Nation Comics Division here. How the hell are you? Wow, it's been a while since I've done that, haven't I? Wow, there's probably a good portion of my audience now that has no fucking clue that used to be my old intro. Well, it used to be. And I haven't done it in a while. I'm not sure why I dropped it. Mainly, I guess, because it's I don't like jump cuts, and I tend to fuck things up right after the intro, and so it just makes editing a little easier. Yeah, anyway, as you can see, I'm being super lazy tonight. I decided to just not turn the camera on because I'm being lazy. And anyway, I'll be honest with you. I had fun last night on World Class Bullshitters, not showing my face, and sometimes I can get into much better of a bit and be a little bit more funnier. And as you can see, I'm kind of doing the old voice again for reasons. Anyway, let's talk about this whole thing with Jordan Peterson being Red Skull. It's a bag of dicks filled with stupid. I can say that now because we're past the intro. So on Tuesday, Red Skull was trending, and as you can see here, it says, Canadian psychology professor Jordan Peterson responds to suggestions that the villain Red Skull in a comic book by Ta-Nehisi Coates is inspired by Peterson's work. Well, because it is. A number of years ago, Peterson wrote a book called 12 Rules for Life. So this image here is from the latest issue of Captain America, which was sent by a Twitter user over to Jordan Peterson. And as you can see, 10 rules for life. Obviously, they had to change it. They couldn't just make it 12 rules for life. But yeah, so apparently Red Skull now has a blog where he talks about chaos and order and the feminist trap. And these are some various obvious talking points that Peterson has made over the years. So yeah, not exactly subtle. Apparently, telling young men to go and clean their room and be responsible for themselves is Nazi speak in 2021. Yep. This is stupid. Very, very stupid. Peterson responds back on Twitter with, do I really live in a universe where Ta-Nehisi Coates has written a Captain America comic featuring a parody of my ideas as part of the philosophy of the archvillain Red Skull? And I'll be honest with you, the best part of this whole debacle is woke Twitter's response to this. Because you get such entertaining things such as this.
It's pretty funny that Jordan Peterson is complaining that the Nazi supervillain Red Skull sounds like him.
Hi. You may not know this, but the supervillain Red Skull isn't a real person. And throughout the history of his existence, has never said anything remotely similar to Jordan Peterson. So, Ta-Nehisi Coates took what he said and put them in Red Skull's mouth. So, yeah. I guess the joke's on you.
Jordan Peterson has just discovered that Captain America fights fascism. Cap's current author has given the Red Skull some familiar characteristics, and it's driving Peterson and his fans fucking insane. Ta-Nehisi Coates, we applaud you.
Wrong. Guess again. Because this is the internet and Twitter, people started memeing the shit out of this, which is pretty fucking funny. And this Twitter user decided to go and have some fun with it. Just for fun, and to show the Godwin Law's level of absurdity here, I took some pictures of Red Skull and put actual Jordan Peterson quotes on them. I hope they entertain you as much as they've entertained me.
Don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself with who you were yesterday. No one gets away with anything, ever. So take responsibility for your own life. Don't lie about anything, ever. Lying leads to hell. It's very hard to find your own words, and you don't actually exist until you have your own words.
And even Peterson started having some fun with it, because he pinned this on his Twitter page. Hail Lobster. And as you can see, it's a Hydra lobster. That's pretty funny, right? I even decided to have some fun with it too.
White consciousness is deeply anti-black, and that's for progressives and conservatives. It is white people's responsibility to be less fragile. White children develop a sense of white supremacy as early as preschool.
Oh, sorry, my bad. These are actually Robin DiAngelo quotes. Let me try another one. I think this is Jordan Peterson.
I was invited to the retirement party of a white friend. The party was a potluck picnic held in a public park. As I walked down the slope towards the picnic shelters, I noticed two parties going on side by side. One gathering was primarily composed of white people, and the other appeared to be all black people. I experienced this sense of disequilibrium as I approached and had to choose which party was my friend's. I felt a mild sense of anxiety as I considered that I might have to enter the all-black group, then mild relief as I realized that my friend was in the other group. This relief was amplified as I thought that I might have mistakenly walked over to the black party.
Oh, wow. Boy, am I embarrassed. That's also Robin DiAngelo. My bad, folks. Sorry about that. I'll try and do better next time. Wow. Now that I think about it, she sounds super racist. Anyway, that's all I got for tonight. I'll catch you next time. Wow, you made it all the way to the end of the video. Well, if you could do me a huge favor while you're here, if you're new to the channel, go and click that subscribe button. Bash that bell for instant notifications. And Hulk. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. I even have a P.O. box if you want to go and send me some fan mail. And yes, I finally have received some. Figured I should probably go and update that just because, you know, it's been some time. Well, I've finally done it. I've gone and launched my new website, so go and head over to pixelnation.io. There you'll be able to find all my current videos, even some past live streams, as well as the thought of the day, week, or month, depending on when I actually get around to writing something. Also, in the next couple weeks, I'll be launching my new forums, so keep an eye out for that. I would love to give a huge shout out to all my Subscribe Star supporters, because without you, I'd still be making content. But in all seriousness, I do appreciate your support and your help. And I'd like to give a huge shout out to my big spenders, Toxic Manflu, MarjieSmiles, and Roger the Shrubber. And we can't forget the Misplaced Mountain Man, who's a sucker with a lot of dough. Thank you very much, everyone. You guys are awesome.